Hello.
Hey everybody, welcome to episode 162. Cheyenne, our room is a little overrun with Girl Scout stuff at the moment, so we're
Girl
doing
Scouts.
this way. So the big thing is we had our fan club meeting, and
Yes,
Sam
we did.
Ersson was the guest. Did you have fun?
Yeah, it was very fun.
How was Sam, do you think? Did he do good?
He was a very sweet dude. Don't mind my shaky hands. My hands are really shaky.
That's okay. So Sam came to the fan club meeting. If you're not a member yet, you really should join, because in order to, and also besides just doing this, we are the social media managers for the fan club.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot of fun. We've got the Christmas party will be next. With a little luck, it should be at the Wells Fargo Center. Should be a lot of fun.
There's food.
There's a lot of food. There's that gift swapping thing. I forget what you call
Pollyanna.
it. Secret Santa Pollyanna thing. So we'll let you know when that dates are if you want to join. But Sam was great. He answered a lot of Q&A.
Yeah.
So Cheyenne taped some of it. Not all of it, but most of it. So Sam was great. He took questions, then he signed autographs for everybody, and then he took pictures of anybody who wanted him. He was a super great guest. So Cheyenne, we've got some of the question and answers right at the end of this. As far as the Flyers, they're, with a little luck, they beat Buffalo. They'll be back to 500, which isn't awesome, but it's certainly better than being below 500.
There.
They won a game last night. They shouldn't have, but the good news is Fedotov played much better. That's 2 games in a row where... Yeah, what's up?
Oh, I was just dancing on that. Look at my jersey. Number 5.
Uh-huh. It's University of Vermont where John LeClaire went.
Yo.
So yeah, somebody got another New Jersey.
And it's number 5.
Yes, that's her number now. So it's number 5.
That's always been my number.
Well, you're right. I apologize. That has always been your number. So yes, she wanted to show that off.
Yippee!
So enjoy the Q&A with Sam. We'll see what else we got going on. I do want to remind people, Black Friday's coming up. If you're looking for Flyers gifts or Philadelphia sports fans gifts, Carl's Cards in Havertown, best store on earth. So don't forget them. But I think we're good. And then so just stick around because from Sam's question and answers.
Bye.
Do you like to play the puck?
Oh.
No.
It's something I have to get better at.
Okay. But do you like it? You can say no.
Yeah, it's
gonna
like
hold
I
it
say,
against you.
maybe not my biggest strength. It's
Yeah.
something I have to work on. It's a little bit different just because in Sweden it's different size rink, so you don't play the puck as much.
Right.
From like where I started playing. So here it's such a bigger part of being a goalie, so it's something you have to work on all the time.
It's wider behind the net, correct?
It's wider behind the net, but it's also like wider the boards.
Right.
So the puck doesn't really get to the goalies a lot of the time.
And there's no trapezoid.
There is a trapezoid.
Oh.
They did put that in a few years back. But,
Okay. Well, I guess that's helpful. At least it's the same.
yeah, that is true.
Not everything's different.
I'm pretty super. I was more when I was younger. I tried
Okay.
to get away from it a little bit. I used to have like lucky socks and stuff like that. My mom would have to they would break and she would have to stitch them back up. But I think for me just now I try to. Obviously, it's good to have routines to kind of get your head in the right space, but not have things that you cannot control.
Okay.
So things that maybe you could see that sometimes if teams pick up on it, that they might try to mess with you just to try to get you out of your zone. So
Okay.
you got to be careful and not to have too much.
It's true. Well, it could be like a pre-game dinner or particular playlist or
That is true. I have
4 miles, whatever it is.
Yeah. I do I eat spaghetti meat sauce.
Okay.
But I eat that pretty much every day. So
Oh,
it doesn't change.
I expected fish.
Oh, really?
Well, that's total stereotype. I shouldn't do that. But I totally expected fish.
Yeah.
Okay. Samantha?
So, your playlist, what kind of music do you like to listen to prepare for a game?
That's also one of the things I think I changed a little bit. Maybe before I try to listen to things to amp me up,
upbeat?
get ready. But I think it got me too amped up. Now I try to listen to something calmer so that I can be a little bit more relaxed. But it changes. There's a lot of Swedish songs, which is nice for me. But just something a little bit. Some country too.
I love country.
But it's got to be calm. so I can relax
Yeah.
a little bit.
I got it.
What age did you start playing, and did you start as a goalie, or are you in other positions?
I started playing hockey pretty late. Like I played a different sport. Like in Sweden, we have a sport called bandy, which is like it's a combination of soccer and hockey. So it's a soccer field, but it's ice, but it's soccer nets, and you play with a ball and stick. So it's like very different. Yes.
Yeah.
It's not easy to be a goalie. That's what it
I
is.
bet.
I've seen clips of that.
Yeah, it's too much net, but
Yeah.
so I played that, and then I like maybe I was around 9 or 10. I started playing some hockey, and then my dad was an old hockey goalie, so I knew like I wanted, like it was something I wanted to do.
Did he play for Sweden?
No, yeah, he played lower divisions in
Okay.
Sweden, but like he that was like just we used to play kind of like what would you call it? It's kind of like a beer league.
Beer league?
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, so
Yeah, they are.
You learn the hard way.
Yes, exactly. He played, and I got to play too. Like some guys, they were out a couple guys, so they put me in. I was like 12 or something. But no, it was just I think like him was a big inspiration for me with that choice.
Nice. Ron?
In between periods, do you require like any kind of like hydration, and like how much weight would you lose at the end of the game?
Yeah, I lose a lot. The guys, the equipment guys, they know I lose a lot. I sweat very much. Like after the games, my gear is soaked. Pretty much, I like squeeze out my skates. But I drink like a lot. I try to get like salts and stuff like that. But it's a lot of it. I think it's just to have a drink a lot as much as possible, and you gotta find in games and like in periods as well.
So you take like salt pills and stuff to retain?
Yes, we do. It's like electrolytes, stuff like that. They got some. They're very good at that, like to kind of give us little bags we can put in the water bottles just to.
Yeah, the game's very different today than it was.
Yes,
I mean,
exactly. But
eating pizzas.
No
in
beer in
between.
the water bottle. Yeah.
exactly. I know some guys like they drink Coke and stuff like that, and it works for them. So you can mix it up a little bit, I guess.
Back to the spaghetti and meat sauce.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
exactly.
Mark?
Do you prepare differently for day games versus night games? Or do you have a preference over the time that you play?
A little bit. Like you should. The biggest difference, I guess, is you don't. For a night game, you usually have like a morning skate, so you get to kind of feel the ice in the morning. But for a day game, if it's 1 o'clock game, you usually don't have time for that. But I like the 3 o'clock games. I think it's the perfect time. Like it's 1 o'clock, because then I can't have lunch, and I like to have lunch before the play. But no, I think 3 o'clock is perfect, and you kind of like. After the game, it's still you have some time to kind of wind down and stuff like that. Otherwise, you usually end up having trouble to sleep after late games.
How long does it take to wind down after a game?
Ooh. Yeah, it depends on the game, that's for sure. But I would say it takes a little bit of a while though. You're kind of all like adrenaline, and I think a lot of you guys like you drink a lot of caffeine because you want to be as like ready as possible, and then you wonder why can't I fall asleep at night? 3 Red Bulls and 4 cups of coffee, and maybe that's why.
So what happens with that when you have a back-to-back?
That is
2 Red Bulls.
Yeah, you just double up. No, but it's a little different. I would say part of it is just you have to be able to play tired, and I think that's something our coach Torch talks about too. Just kind of like in games too. Like you're gonna have games where you're not feeling it, and you have to find a way, and that is kind of like you have to. maybe do something, be a little bit, maybe you don't, like, you allow yourself to relax, you don't start preparing as early as you would otherwise, because you kind of like have to let your head rest for a little bit, so it's kind of, you have to find small ways to kind of be ready when you need to be.
And you have a big conversation with Nick before the game.
Exactly. Block a lot of shots.
And a lot of times you don't play both, so it would matter which one you're playing first, right?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
true. That's
Okay.
true.